Quezon today?
Hi, Sean. We are here at the Quezon Convention Center in Lucena City, where the BBM Sara Unity Team is holding its grand rally. Quezon Governor Danilo Suarez said that they are expecting about 20,000 supporters to attend this event. The Quezon province proves to be an important area for BBM. He lost to Robredo by over 200,000 votes here in the province in the 2016 election. However, Governor Suarez said that this election will be different, and he is confident that Marcos Jr. will lead with 300,000 to 400,000 votes. Meanwhile, Suarez is asking Bongbong to have the cocoa levy funds returned to the coconut farmers if he wins the 2022 election. The Presidential Commission on Good Government said that there are billions of cocoa levies that were collected from coconut farmers by Marcos cronies. However, Suarez does not believe that the funds were stolen. Marcos Jr. is running mate Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte meanwhile will go around in Laguna tomorrow to meet with their parallel group. Sean?
All right, thank you so much for that update. That was Marin Enriquez joining us on the phone from Quezon. In other news, Pag-asa is calling on the public to conserve water amid a possible supply shortage this dry season. Let's talk more about this with National Water Resources Board Executive Director Sevilio David Jr. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for joining us today. How is the water supply over at the Angat Dam? Do you share the same call as Pag-asa that people should start saving water as early as now?
Yes, in fact, we already requested or appealed to our people or to the public to conserve water since early part of this year, because the level of the dam at the early part of this year is around 10 meters lower. That what is the desired elevation, because supposedly at the start of the year it should be around 212, but because of insufficient rainfall in the Angat watershed, the elevation of the Angat Dam at the start of the year is around 202 meters only. So that's why since that time, we started appealing to to the public, to as much as possible to be more responsible in the use of water, and of course conserve and preserve as much as possible and recycle. However, with that, the NWRB in partnership with NWSS and the National Irrigation Administration has likewise instituted some mitigating measures to control the lowering of the dam, and as much as possible to provide more sufficient water during the dry season, particularly this March or April.
All right, and in terms of saving water, how much water should people be stocking up on a daily basis for one normal household, say?
For now, it depends on the utilization of the people. However, what we are appealing is for the public, for as much as possible. We recognize there is an increase in demand because of the continuing threat of pandemic. However, there are several measures for the public that can be adapted. Like instead of when we are frequently washing our hands, I think try to control the time we spend in washing our hands, and as likewise in some of the uses within our households. So it depends on how much water are we supposed to be using, but or the use that we are within the household. But I think as much as possible, try to practice and be more responsible in our utilization.
All right, so it's really more about conscientious use over saving water. But what about the water allocation for Metro Manila? Has the National Water Resources Board already made any adjustments to supply?
Considering that there's still the continuing threat of COVID, and recognizing that water is one of the mitigating measures to prevent or minimize the spread of this virus, the NWRB has decided to maintain the allocation of Metro Manila water supply, which is similar since last year, around 48 cubic meters per second. And we intend to maintain such allocation to prevent or to maintain the allocation to sustain the requirement of the public, particularly during this dry season.
Right. Of course, we're still remembering pre-pandemic, Director David, the 2019 water crisis. Should we start to expect more rotational or service interruptions in the near future as the dry season kicks in?
We are closely monitoring developments in the dam as much as possible. We don't want not to make some adjustments in the water allocation because, as I said earlier, with this continuing threat of pandemic, our intention is to maintain a sufficient
All right. Now,
Metro Manila.
okay, thank you, Director, for that. Now, you also conduct cloud seeding operations along with Pag-asa, I think. But apart from that, what other interventions is available to the government or can the government do?
Right now, no, we allowed NWSS and the concessionaires not to establish or prepare the deep wells and some water treatment facilities in Laguna and Marikina River. So these facilities will provide some additional water, no, aside from the water being released from the dam. And as you said earlier, the cloud seeding operations are already started a few days ago, and we are hoping, no, such the weather will be favorable for some cloud seeding operations to at least contribute to the some recharge in the Angat Dam.
Right,
So
thank you.
these are the measures, some of the measures that we have provided or implementing to help, no, in the current situation.
All right, thank you so much for all those updates and thank you for your time, NWRB Executive Director Sevilio David Jr. Thank you, sir. We're going to pause for a quick break, but we will be back with more stories after that. Stay with us here on One News. Isang storya lang to. This is still One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. School pride is alive once again as UAAP basketball returns after a 2-year hiatus. Marty Bautista joins us live from Mandaluyong City to tell us more. Hi Marty, when will the games begin? Hello, Marty? Marty?
Hello, Sean. Sorry about that. Can you hear me fine?
I can hear you fine. So, Marty, I was just asking when the games will begin. I believe it's this weekend.
All right, Sean. Well, after almost 2 years, collegiate basketball is finally back. The Collegiate League returns for its 84th season this coming March 26. The UAAP promises the same level of competitiveness despite the upcoming season being shortened and limited to a few sports. Basketball is first to tip off with 4 games scheduled per day. All matches will also be played in a closed-door bubble-type setting inside the Mall of Asia Arena. To compensate, UAAP has partnered with Smart and Signal to bring new digital content for all sports. They will also announce the new courtside reporters soon. The new basketball season opens with a battle of Katipunan between reigning champions, Ateneo de Manila University versus the UP Fighting Maroons. Games will start at 10 in the morning. So, Sean, the Ateneo game is followed by the FEU Tamaraos against the UST Growling Tigers. Then the Adams Sensorium Falcons will play the NU Bulldogs. The last matchup is between the host, School DLSU Green Archers, and of course, the UE Red Warriors. Sean?
All right, an exciting weekend for all college ball fans. Thank you so much for that update. Marty Bautista reporting to us live from Mandaluyong. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.